Hello, guys. I could not find the live. I was in YouTube studio and there was no videos and there were no lives. I'm like, where did it go? Oh my gosh. Can you guys hear me? Hi, Mary. Hi, Cam J. Hi, Diane. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Thank goodness. Let me see. I have this. Yeah, I was in YouTube studio and I was looking for the live and I couldn't find it. There was nothing because I'm using Chrome because it won't allow me to go live in Safari. So I'm used to using Safari. And so I quickly pulled up Chrome and I'm there. I'm like, it, there was nothing there. There was literally no videos. I'm like, where did all my content go? There was no live. So I shut it all down and opened it back up, and I found you lovely people. Hi, Sherry. So happy to see you. With Rashida and Noor. Noor may be sleeping. Oh my gosh, the time zones are a killer. So oh gosh, so happy to see you guys. Missed you. It's been a very, very busy few weeks. Have you guys done your taxes? I've not finished mine. Oh my gosh. So after the chat, I have to buckle down. See, I'm going to pull up. It's episode 9. Let's see. I don't know my password. I'm on my iPad because I don't know how to share pull up uh, Netflix here and share the screen without committing a disaster and sharing my everything that I have on my computer. So I don't want to risk it. I don't really have anything, but for privacy's sake. So happy to see you guys. And you liked the picture of the Grimes family, and you saw the message that I put. Like, Rick and Michonne are newly minted couple. In essence, they've been together for quite a while. I mean, yeah, they've been a family. Rick has been in love with Michonne. Michonne has loved Rick, but was not conscious, was not aware of it, that she loved him romantically. And now, this moment to breathe, this time where they like, okay, here we are. Rick is like, and Michonne is like, oh, oh, yeah. And they finally come together, and they didn't even their how I put it in the description was that they consummated their love. The love was always there, but they were a family already together. But they expressed themselves physically and consummated their love, and in my eyes, their marriage, because they've been like a family for so long. And they never got a chance. They never got a chance to just breathe, sit and breathe in it, and have that honeymoon period together, talk, like, express to each other, I've always known it was you. I've always loved you. And, or, just they didn't have that chance to bask because that very night, the very, they were interrupted that very night. And then they were plunged into business, full on business, and, Rick being the leader and Michonne, his, his backup, his co-pilot. They were just jumped right in, and that's it. So they were robbed of that, and we as viewers were robbed of that. And we're going to see in the ensuing episodes that Rick tries to find moments to reconnect with, to not reconnect, because they are connected. This is, as Rick is going to say, this is different, but this is it. There is no ifs, ands, buts, wondering, or like, who am I to you? What are we? None of that. Rick is all in. That's why I say they consummated not just their love, but their marriage. It was like the honeymoon night, because this is what Rick has wanted. He asked Michonne to be his family, to raise Carl with him. That was a proposal in itself. And so Rick saw, you did, Cam J. Oh my gosh, you're so fortunate. I can file mine because I did all the work. I'm just hesitating because there's something I think I can do extra, and I just don't want to pay an expert to tell me if I can do that thing extra. I'm being stubborn, but every penny counts, right? So I can file it, but I think, after the live, tonight, I'm going to try and get it out of the way, because tomorrow I have a lot of errands to do, and I want us to do another live. And I'm going to ask your help to pick the movie that we can watch together and do a live of. So, because, we missed last week, and I want to make it up. I missed you guys, want to spend some time with you guys. So we'll do the ones, I was going to say the ones who live. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till we get to that. And Cam J, we're doing it together, right? We have to figure out this thing, or maybe you have to lead, because I'm such a novice with technology. So, yes, tonight we'll do The Walking Dead 7-9, and tomorrow we'll do the movie that we agreed upon. That we agree upon tonight to do. And yay. And then, so for Rick, this is it. There is no wondering, there is no awkwardness for Rick. Rick has always known this is the end game he's wanted forever. And he got it. So there's no awkwardness for Rick. There's no question and doubting and wondering for Rick. This is just a fait accompli. And so for Michonne, she's a bit nervous because she wasn't there yet. Rick has been there for a while. So she's just there. So the awkwardness is, you're going to see it on her side. But she's going to quickly get over that, because there's it's new territory. How do I behave with him? And, what if he just saw it as a one night stand, so she has all those questions. I would, think, hi, Humandrade, Humanandrade. Hi, welcome. So, all those questions, it's human nature, it's natural. As I said, she wasn't where Rick was yet. Rick was there long ago, since the end of season 3, beginning of season 4. Rick knew that Michonne was the one for him. But he, as we discussed many times, he did not think it was reciprocated, and he did not want to jeopardize Michonne leaving. He didn't want to jeopardize the relationship with Carl and Michonne, and he didn't want an unreciprocated, awkward scenario where she would get uncomfortable and leave if he pushed it. So yes, Rosa, okay. Rosa. Yes, Rosa, we love their love story. It's so healthy. It's healthy and you know, it it fits the definition of what love is because in our modern society, maybe in old time, old society, but I can only, yes, perfect, perfect term for it, partnership. It's a lovely partnership and it's mature. What do you mean? Check the tax. We'll talk, Kamji. Okay, we'll talk because I'm like, ooh, what? So um it's mature, it's a partnership, as Rosa says. It's there's they don't play games. They are honest in their love, and the honesty in their love, in terms of they don't try to manipulate each other. They're not trying to one up each other. And it's, yes, it's honest. It's, oh my gosh, Rosa, where have you been all our lives? Yes, you, wow. See, you guys that uh patronize this channel, a different take, you're the most intelligent group of people I've ever come across on YouTube. And I've been, oh my gosh, because I've seen reactions to The Walking Dead, and a lot of it goes right over their head. And they don't, you know, they're not, they don't see the subtle layers. It's like, and then the discussion from the people that watch the reactions, it's yeah, a lot of it is surface. I do see some people try to interject some kind of layers of um you know really, really, Rosa. Yes, yes, yes. It's about relationship. Yeah. And that aspect, that it's missing from a lot of people's how they watch the show. Well, some people watch the show to have like some light entertainment. So I can't really, criticize that, because everybody view things and come from different perspective, and they should be able to watch a show and just enjoy it on a surface level. But what I wanted to relate is that you guys are super emotionally intelligent people, and you see the different dimensions, the different, you don't watch it just on a surface level. Um your takes are amazing, and it blows my mind because sometimes as you see, I'm a writer, so I like to ruminate and think about what I want to say through my writing. So it takes me a while to gather my thoughts, and because I'm always like critiquing myself on how I say, what words I use to communicate what I'm thinking or what I want my story to purvey, or my characters to say. So I'm always like trying to find words, and it doesn't um come across as eloquence. I don't have a grasp as quickly what I'm thinking doesn't translate to what I want to say, because I'm still trying to decide, is this the right word to, get across my point? And you guys, you are just so sharp. You just, you help me so much. And so I'm just like, you guys are the best. And I appreciate it. And here, Rosa joining us and right away fitting in because Rosa, you're amongst the best. These people, uh, different takers, these wonderful ladies, and sometimes gentlemen join us. They have great insights, are very, very intelligent and not just intellectually intelligent, but emotionally intelligent also. So you're amongst a great group, and you fit in. You fit in, Rosa. Yeah, escape reality. See, Rosa, can you be my? We're forming an editing book club. You're much needed. You'd be a great asset to our group. Wow. Sherry says the show, The Walking Dead, especially the ones who live. Oh, is a deep dive into human emotions and selflessness. I love how Rick and Michonne love each other. Yes, that's how the way they love is the way that I think most of us would like to be loved because it's, as Rosa said, honest. I think it's pure because it fits the true definition of love, the Corinthians 13. They think about the other. Rick thinks about Michonne. Michonne thinks about Rick. Rick Rick doesn't try to Rick seeks to elevate her. Rick is selfless with her, vice versa. They're kind, they're compassionate, they're gentle with each other. They're patient with each other. They're so kind to each other. That's love. That's the definition of love, and they express it. And as I said, there's no manipulation, there is just honesty. And if there is misunderstanding or if there's disagreement, they don't try to undercut each other. They seek ways to make the other feel better, even in their disagreements. When Rick knows that um, with the Negan thing, he knows that Michonne is in opposition of him. She wants to fight, and he's scared. He doesn't want to fight because he doesn't want to lose her. He doesn't want to lose Carl. He doesn't want to use anyone any more of the group, but mostly her and Carl because he's hanging by a thread. We He told us in The Ones Who Live. See, we got more insight into what Rick was thinking. In The Walking Dead, we saw he we saw him making decisions without him expressing deep down. We saw some of it when they went on their honeymoon episode and she was sleeping and he sat there just staring at her, and just the weight of the world on his shoulder, sitting there looking almost depressed while he watched her sleep. And then in the van, when he told her, when he didn't want to go home because he wanted more time with her, because he thought once they go home, it's everything starts and it might be over. And when he told her, you may die, I may die. So that was what was weighing on him. Rick could not, and he said it in The Ones Who Live, he could not go on without her. And even though he tried to tell her in the van, yeah, I'm gonna die and you have to go on, and you're gonna die and I have to go on. BS. And as we saw when she was sleeping and he was sitting, looking at her, watching her sleep, Rick feared for his sanity. He didn't think he could survive losing her. So he would do anything Negan wanted just to keep her and Carl alive. So that, because if they go, he thinks he would not survive, you know? And as I said before, if Carl had died and he didn't have Michonne, he would not have made it. Even though Herschel said you could go on, even if Carl went. He no, the only reason Rick held on to his sanity and his humanity is because of Michonne. And as we saw in The Ones Who Live, when he could not get back to her, he gave up. He gave up. He didn't want to live anymore. And for some reason he couldn't um take himself out. And I think the only reason he couldn't take himself out, because in the back of his mind, the possibility was there that maybe she's out there. And if he took himself out, the chance of being with her again is just completely gone. So he found another way to die, like to shut down himself. So yeah, I don't know why I got off on that tangent, but let me catch up with my chat. Let's see. Rosa, you're not the only one. Rosa says, I'm obsessed with this show. My YouTube channel is all about The Walking Dead. Well, this is supposed to be a reaction channel, but I've just mostly been reacting about The Walking Dead. But we're going to do a movie night tomorrow. So if you want to join us, Rosa, give us some suggestion of what movie you'd like us to react to. So it's supposed to be a general reaction channel, but like you, I'm obsessed with The Walking Dead. I'm obsessed with Rick and Michonne. So I'm obsessed with their love. So it's been mostly The Walking Dead, but yeah, would like to explore some other shows and not well. I don't know about shows. I don't know if I'll have the discipline to go through a show. If you want to go through shows and get some great insight, please follow Cam J. Cam J has a channel. Cam J, put the name of the channel in and the link, please, in the chat so others could go and subscribe to your channel. So Cam J watches, I think, the Wire and some other great shows and movies. So yeah, that's what Cam J's channel is. What my channel should be like, a general. But right now we're just all into The Walking Dead. And when we're going to move on, we're going to follow Rick and Michonne to The Ones Who Live. After that, I don't know yet where we'll go with the channel. Who knows? By then, maybe Andy and Denai will surprise us with season 2, if there's a season 2, even though I'm conflicted about that. But did you guys see Denai post? She looked so lovely. She had twists that sort of look like twists that Michonne would wear. I sort of would like the twists that Denai was pictured with. I'll find, if I can find it, I'll post it in the community post section. She posted on her Instagram. She was with Daniel Oyelowo, a fellow actor. He's starring in a new movie, and then I was supporting him. So, and she had twists that look like Michonne's dreads, but I would love if in season 2, because they're home and they're back in, civilization per se, and relaxed, have their family, maybe another little one, that Michonne would, untwist her dreads and put them into a relaxed twist, because she looked so lovely, and she looked that, you know, like how I have it here and just out in a twist. That's how Michonne used to wear her hair, with a bandana. So maybe. So who knows? But the thing is, Andy wants horror for part two, right? They agreed on a love story for the first one. So if they do come back, they're gonna go full out horror. And I would enjoy, but I'm afraid of Andy and Denai because they're thinking creatively. We're thinking, oh, our lovely couple, we want to see them, survive and thrive. And those two creatives, Andy and Denai, are thinking, how can we ratchet this up? How can we show complete horror? Let's kill off one of us. So I'm like, that's the artists in them, the creative. So I'm sort of afraid for them to do a part two because I want Rick and Michonne to live on in, fantasy world. And I just don't want Denai and Andy to say, let's just, we got them together. We gave the fans what they wanted. Now let's, rock and sock him. So I don't want a season two for that. I want a season two because I love to watch them. And I miss them. But I sort of feel that they would kill off one or both of them creatively as, creatives. So I just don't I don't want it for that purpose. Uh oh, Rosa, so sweet. Yes, it is Sherry. First Corinthians 13. That's exactly what it is. Complete definition of love. Rosa says, I see it when they went to find Noah's group. I loved how he decided right then and there, we're gonna go do what Michelle said. Yeah. He actually did what what's her name? Lori said Rick would never do. And when he did that, it was proof that, yeah, for the right person, he would. In the sense of he would do anything for Michelle. He loves her very much. Um, as he said, Michonne is the love of his life, and it's always been there. And that episode, that scene proved it beyond a doubt, Rosa. I agree with you. Yes, they complement each other. Oh, yes, I don't know how to live again. Tomorrow, yeah, around the same time. Yeah. 9 o'clock. And I was trying to, I was like, it was gone. I was here. It was like, where's my live? Where's none of my videos? Nothing is showing up. So yeah, so 9 o'clock tomorrow, we're gonna have a movie night. Bring your popcorns, let's have a PJ party, everyone. Put on your PJs, I'll put on my PJs, and we'll have popcorn and drinks. And as I said that, I'm thirsty, I want some water. I have to go downstairs. Oh my gosh. And we'll have fun. We'll watch a movie and we'll be, you know, just hang. Girls' night. Do I know what comes out, Rosa? Yes, Cam J's channel is www.youtube.com/, is that forward / at stories I missed. S as in Sam, T as in tree, stories, IES, stories I missed. At Stories I Missed. Please go and subscribe. Great channel, wonderful, wonderful lady, Cam J. And her reactions are amazing, and you'll get to watch some wonderful shows with her and wonderful movies. So don't forget to subscribe and watch. Give her all the views, guys. What I do sometimes, I've been so busy, but when I get back, when things gets, calm down a little bit, I play Cam J's uh, videos. I play Cam J's videos and and like and subscribe. Yes. Yeah, but we got our happy ending. Rosa, we got our happy ending. That's why I was like, you know what? It's good not to get too greedy because they're, artists especially, they're always trying to, what can I do different? How can I one up? And then also artists want to do other things. And if people keep saying, when are you coming back? Even they're like, oh, we gave you a happy ending. They're gonna like, you know what will make them stop asking if the characters. So stop asking. stop, stop asking. But we'll see. Right. So let's enjoy what they gave us. They gave us the happy ending we could never have, envisioned or even dreamed. They gave us everything we've ever wanted for Rick and Michonne. So let's be thankful and grateful for the ones who live, the one what we got, and not be greedy for more, so that we'll keep our happy ended. So don't be devastated, Rosa. We got our happy ended. Let's relish that. Cam J says, I just want to see the actors as other characters, like a good suspense. You know what, Rosa? What Cam J said. I want to see Danai and Andy just fulfill their creative desires. And as other characters would be great. I love the meet cute. I love the rom-com meet cute that what's his name? Scott Gimple wrote for them in The Ones Who Live, where they were not Rick and Michonne. They were two strangers. I love that. So instead of wanting them back to continue in the Walking Dead universe, why not, you know, put it, just plant some seeds and ask them what, do projects together. Why don't you guys do a project outside of The Walking Dead together? Because they have great chemistry, and I would like to see them, as Cam J says, as other characters in other stories. I don't know if you know, Rosa, I'm a writer, and I wrote I didn't write I didn't write a role for Andy, but I wrote a film, and I had Danai as the leading lady in the film. And oh yeah, it's not, I love Andy, and I would have cast Andy, but he didn't fit the character. But I would love for them to be in other projects together, not just the Walking Dead projects. So, yeah, that would be, great, I think. Right, Sherry? That's why I was just like, I like the happy ending they gave us for The Ones Who Live. Yes. Oh, yeah, he would, Sherry. Cam J says, I think this episode has one of my favorite scenes. Even though it defies the laws of physics, I don't care. The badass couple. Hotwire the cars and mow down the zombies. Yes, yes. It showed how well they work together and that they're a team. They are true partners, as Rosa said. We are greedy, Rosa. Yes. Most Walker kills, Diane said. Yep, badass to the bone. Thank you, Rosa. Good, good. Okay, let's get into the episode. Let me see. I keep getting kicked out. Um, ah, rocking the road. Okay. Oh, you're so sweet, Kamji. Well, we're gonna start. I'm going to go and get some water. I'll be right back, guys. Oh my gosh, it's been playing all this time. I paused it. Okay, birds chirping. It always starts with birds chirping. Who is that dude? Oh, I was going to say, who is that dude? It's Gabriel. He's reading the Bible in the dark. How can he see anything? Oh, thank you, Sherry. That's so sweet. Oh, we're watching. Oh, sorry. Let me pause. Hold on. We're watching The Walking Dead, Rosa. We're on season 7, episode 9, The Rock in the Road. So we watch it together. I don't, and then I'll just, show you, but it's so dark. Gabriel is standing on the wall in Alexandria in at night. So I was gonna show you a quick thing, but I can hardly see anything. So I know you wouldn't be able to see anything either. So yeah, we pull up Netflix, and you if you have is it I don't think AMC has The Walking Dead. 'Cause I had AMC when they had The Ones Who Live, and then when I heard Netflix got The Ones Who Live, I quickly dropped AMC and got Netflix. But yeah, so I resisted Netflix until The Ones Who Live. And then now that I'm doing reaction to The Walking Dead, I have to keep it. It is? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Hmm. It's Tubi free? I may do Tubi if Tubi has Netflix. Sorry, The Ones Who Live, because I'm paying for, the only thing I'm really watching on the Netflix is The Walking Dead to react to. Oh wow. So good knowing. I'm gonna check Tubi to see the ones who The Walking Dead, and if it's there, bye bye Netflix. Okay. So season 7, episode 9. Join us now, Rosa. So Gabriel was reading the Bible. He's looking around. Oh yes, someone was watching Aaron and Rick try to, when they were scavenging. So he's looking around, walking around. Door opens. It's so dark, I can't see anything. I think he's in the pantry because I see shelves. Yeah, yeah, Jadis. Jadis people. Oh, crashing. So something happened, but they're not showing us what happened. They're showing, oh, supplies on the floor, cans, and someone gathering them up. Oh, the person who's gathering them up is Gabriel. So, oh, I think they want us to think he's stealing. Like, remember how Spencer was stealing from the pantry? All their weapons, too. So, the pantry and the armory. And there were no guns because Negan got their guns. He's shaking. You saw that? And then he had to put gas in the car. And then he gets into the car, closes the door, and leaves. So people, they want us to think that Gabriel stole everything and left. But then you see another head comes up at the end. So that shows you he's not alone. But if you're not watching closely, you'll be just in shock to say, oh, I can't believe that, did it, because I'm one of the people who are, I'm not a fan of Gabriel. And so the tendency to judge him, to be biased against him is there already. And that's what the writers hoped. So Diane says, hold on. Diane says, same on Amazon Live channel. Only it's even episode of the 11 seasons on a loop. It's every episode of season 11 on a loop. Wow. So Rick, Norm, Michonne are in season 11. So just Oh my gosh, that would be so annoying for me because I wouldn't watch that. Oh, okay. You thought this episode had me too, that they mowed down the oh yeah, it's after. Okay. Yeah. Uh let's see. Yeah, I know what you meant, Diane. It is? The I'm confused. It's so it is the episode where they mow down the people. We'll see. We'll get there. Sherry says she thought Gabriel ran out on them the first time I saw this episode. It's what they wanted us to think, and it would be the natural conclusion because of how he is sort of tried to sabotage them in the past. So yes, yeah. So who would want to watch season 11 on a loop? Well, no Rick and Michonne, whatever. Rick is The Walking Dead. So so this is Gregory. You people swore you could take the saviors out. So any arrangement is done. Me and Ricky. Look at Michonne. She's just studying him. Yeah. Cam J said there's a Walking Dead channel on Pluto Samsung, and I think they're also on demand. These are free screening services. Really? Okay. Gregory is a scumbag, but I love the scenes he was in. Actor is right. Yeah, he was a very good actor, Cam J. Rosa said her favorite part is when Daryl asks for the cow. He says, I'll take one of them cows. So Rick is like, listen, whatever. Everybody, is this yes or no? Go out the back. Oh, you saw that handhold with Rick and Michonne. Yeah, he was funny. Oh, so this is where they go to meet Ezekiel. You did go back. Let's pause. Let's pause, guys. Cam J missed the hand holding when they came outside from came out of the house. Cam J and Bertie was talking to, Enid said the group wanted the people of Hilltop wanted to talk to um the Alexandrians, so they all came to the doorway. Oh, okay, okay, all right, all right. So the walker is growling. A lovely walker is sitting, resting. I don't love their love story, Rosa, because I think it's one-sided. I don't think it's mutual or respectful as Rick and Michonne's. I think Ezekiel loved her well. He truly loved her. I think she received the love, and but she sort of used Ezekiel. So she received the love as long as it was convenient to her. When it became inconvenient, when she was not full of wanted revenge, she didn't see Ezekiel as useful to her. And to me, that's not love. Because no, even when Rick and Michonne were not on the same page, Michonne was raging inside, wanting revenge too. She didn't look at, she didn't dismiss um, Rick. She didn't leave Rick because Rick wasn't convenient to her at that time. So I don't view Ezekiel and Carol as a love story, unfortunately. I see it as yeah, I see it as narcissistic. I'll be with you and, love you in give you love in return as long as it's convenient to me, which is I was disappointed um because I hoped it was true that they would reciprocate with each other, but I didn't like how she treated uh I didn't like how she treated Ezekiel. Yeah, that too. It's like Henry was his son. It was like Henry, her grief was more important. It became selfish. So I was disappointed in how that played out. So yeah. Because, and I think Ezekiel was good for her. So I was disappointed that it wasn't reciprocated. So, yeah, he loved her. And he was not selfish in that love. Even when she did not return the love, he still loved her. So that's, and I wanted better for him, unfortunately, because when you love that purely and with such good intention and you love a person well, it's it's devastated to not be loved in return. It's tough. So they're near the school where I didn't like, guys. Did you like the kingdom? The would you want to live there? Well, in the apocalypse, I'd live anywhere that had some kind of creature comfort. But I didn't like the hilltop, and I didn't like the kingdom aesthetically and as a place to live. If I had a choice, I would choose Alexandria. What do you guys think? They're so silly. Who dares to try? And they remind me of Monty Python. That's so silly. Who dares to trespass? I'm not a fan of Hilltop, and I'm not a fan of the Kingdom. I love staying in the world of our group. Daryl's like, come on, I can't be bothered with this garbage. Ooh, Rick's heavy python. You see the look that Rick gives Michonne and Michonne gave to Rick? Sherry didn't enjoy Ezekiel's form of speech. Was it Old English? I guess. The homes were nice in Alexandria, but I don't think it was safer. No, I didn't think it was safer, but I'm thinking of creature comforts, Diane. I'm thinking of hot water, solar panels, and homes that looked, just like nice homes. Cam J said, I love the farm in Alexandria. I like the farm too. I hated the prison. I mean, I like the stories at the prison, but oh my gosh, I would not be comfortable there. Um, Rick doesn't really want to fight, but
We go back to the start. Well, the king is ready to see you. She fine, Carol. I did, yeah. Where is she? She okay? She was here and then she left. She wasn't too happy with me following her. She wanted to get away from this, from everyone. But when I found her, she was shot. It's just the grains. I got her back here. They got doctors. They're good. Yeah. Was. She had crossed with some of them, and one of them followed her, tried to kill her, but I stopped her. Killed her. I had to. Carol was here. She got help. Now she's gone.
Jesus! It pleases me to see you, old friend. It pleases him indeed.
Jerry. I liked Jerry.
What news do you bring good King Ezekiel? Are these new allies you brought me?
Indeed, they are, Your Majesty. This is.
Look at Sasha's face.
Right, I forgot to mention.
Yeah, Tiger.
This is Rick Grimes, the leader of
It
Alexandria.
was so silly with the backdrop with the drawings of the turrets. It looks like a high school play. Well, they're in a school. It's just so silly.
Ezekiel.
Rick feels so weird, awkward doing this.
Alexandria. Hilltop. Kingdom.
All three of our communities have something in common. We all serve the saviors. Alexandria already fought them once and we won. Thought we could have the threat, but we know then what we know now. We only beat one outpost.
You told me have to deal with that you know they rule through violence and fear.
Your Majesty, I only told them
Our deal with the saviors is not known among my people for good cause. We made you a party for that secret. When you told us of the hilltops on travails, we did not expect you to share.
we can help each other.
Don't. We brought you into our confidence.
Wait, I paused it. Ezekiel is angry with Paul for sharing uh, their arrangement with the saviors to strangers. So I just wanted to catch up what you guys were saying. So I don't want to fall too far behind. Cam J say all the CGI budget went into the tiger. Yes, yeah. Don't get me started on the CGI because I'm really still sore about that deer. Oh my gosh, which to this day I think was sabotage. Oh really? Sure. I didn't get to that part yet. Rick's story. It was very convoluted. Let me continue.
And what plans have you? Rick Grimes of Alexandria.
We came to ask the kingdom to ask you to join us in fighting the saviors, fighting for freedom for all of us.
What you are asking is very serious.
Several of our people, good people, were killed by the saviors. Brutally.
Who?
Abraham. Glenn. Spencer, Olivia, Eugene was taken. They took Darren. They escaped. Every second he's out here, he's a target. You gonna say you were right?
Just wish sorry to God. He hit Glenn and Abraham. Beat him to death.
Terrorized the Hilltop. Set loose walkers just to make a living.
I used to think the deal was something we could live with. A lot of us did. But that's changing. So let's change the world, Your Majesty.
I want to be honest about what we're asking. We go strong, but there's not enough of us. We don't have guns, not enough at least. Not a lot of weapons, period.
We have people and weapons. If we strike first, together, we can beat them.
Your Majesty, we won't wait for things to get worse beyond what we can handle.
We set things right. The time is now.
Mom, what say you? Eat. Speak.
People will die. A lot of people, not just the saviors. If we can find another way.
Look at Rick and Michonne's face with Morgan speaking. Oh my gosh.
The hour grows late. Rick Grimes of Alexandria. You have given the king much to ponder.
When I was a kid, my mother told me a story. There was a road. We came. It was a rocky road.
Rocking the road. Rick's story now.
Horses would break their legs on it. Die. Wagon wheels would come off. People would lose the goods they'd come and sell. That's what happened to a little girl. The cask of beer, the family grew, fell.
I know, I miss Noor and Rashida. Yes, Diane, I was cracking up at that.
For it to hurt someone else. So she dug instantly away. Used everything she had to get out. To the house. Yeah. When she was growing up, she saw something in it. It was back going.
What is that noise outside? I missed some of the story, guys, because I had muted it when I came back. The Rock in the Road story. Can someone tell me what it is? I don't want to rewind. It didn't seem profound. Was this the same kid that was standing beside Ezekiel? What is he doing here?
You just run the other way. I'm trying to push myself, trying to step up.
What's the safety background?
That's the shit.
Let me give you some advice. It's pretty dark soon. You wander around it here on your own.
Same goes for you too, right?
You're not me. Go home, then.
What?
What?
Is he just gonna keep coming out here and checking on you? He doesn't want to bug you, but he needs to know that you're okay.
I told you that?
No. I know him.
You won't tell him?
I can't. He looks out for the people that he cares about. You want some food? The bottled water? Like, carry extra in case I run into something you need to.
Why?
There's not a lot of us left. Have to help each other.
Yeah, Carol, it's about being not being selfish. There are people like that out there.
You're a toe out here. Aim at your knees. You want to keep quiet. I heard you from a mile away.
When this happens, when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring in every village, every happy sphere of sweet on the day when all God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing the words of the new Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. God Almighty, free at last.
So the little one is Henry. I've never really um, got invested in the boys. I didn't get invested in the kingdom. Period. So I keep forgetting who is Henry, who is the big one. Sure, you say you didn't miss anything. There's a really big truck outside, and I don't know what it is. I don't know.
And if we don't help them, we turn away. They can't move. And if they do, somehow, they will save us and we will let them. I can't. Please step over your ass. You want me to bring everything?
Sage counsel. Father will be very proud. The king is very proud. This is life here. Every day. But it came with a cost. And I wanted more of this. I wanted to expand. Create more places like this. Men and women lost their limbs. Children lost their parents. Because I sent them into battle against the wasted when I did not need to.
This is different.
It isn't.
It is. The dead don't rule us. The world doesn't look like this outside your walls. People don't have it as good. Some people don't have it good at all.
I have to worry about Mike.
You call yourself a damn king. You sure as hell don't act like one.
All of this came at a cost. Whose lives, arms, legs. The peace we have with the Savior is uneasy, but it is peace. I have to hold on to it. I have to try. Although the kingdom cannot grant you the aid you desire, the king is sympathetic to your plight. I offer our friend Darrell asylum for as long as he requires it. He is safe here. The Saviors do not set foot inside our walls.
How long do you think that's going to last?
Daryl doesn't want to stay at the kingdom.
But it still pisses me off. What the hell are you telling me for? We both had sex with the same dead guy. Doesn't make us friends.
Shut up, Rosita. How rude.
You change his mind.
And you can stay. We can talk.
How many people do we have?
I'm looking at their feet, their legs. Rick with his sexy bow-legged walk, and Morgan with his little knot knees.
So the kingdom has to get involved. The Saviors will always be in charge. This isn't about soldiers. More arms, more everything, every day. Any of us give them something. We become organized.
I open it up. Gone.
Daryl's like, open it up, we're going. Daryl's like, I stand here.
Smartest play, you know, try. Heal. We'll stare him into submission, whatever it takes. We'll be back soon.
Michonne is like, come on, baby. There's a lot of episode left, Cam J, so it still might be, and they have the walkie. Remember, Paul gave it to them, so it still might. We still might get our, zombie mode down. It is. It is. Diane was right. Diane was right, Cam J. There it is.
trying to block the way. Gotta be the saviors. Look. That's the base over there. That's it. Must be trying to make it hard to get to them. You gotta keep going. We're moving, but we're moving back. Hell, there's no way here. Rick, you take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, look how wet Rick's face and hair is.
I was hanging about the truck and I'm talking like this. This is for her.
Why it's a steel table? It's not just for one walker. For a lot. We need these explosives.
Yeah. We have to figure out how to perform it first.
Okay. Backing up is not gonna make a difference if this thing goes off.
Got ourselves a friend. I need a search party. See if Daryl ran home like this dumb asshole that he is. Honest, be there in time for lunch. Turn that sleepy little bird upside down.
We gotta go. We gotta get there before them. We need these. We need to clear a path anyway.
Yeah.
First part's done.
What now?
Gotta unwrap the secondary explosives, the dynamite, the RPGs. Make sure these casings are not messed up and do not mess them up either. This thing could still blow.
Y'all heard her. It's government.
I wouldn't understand what to do. Just, unwrap, don't mess them up. I'm like, I don't know anything. Let me back away. Yeah. They're playing the Mission Impossible type of beat. Dun, 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 dun.
As long as they're in good shape, no dents, no tears. They're not live. They still need to be triggered and set off. Not that one. I like the way it looks.
Dad! Look! Okay. There they are. Get that far. Still have time.
You sure?
We need these. We need to get the car checked in front of the on-ramp. Don't know what our focus is tonight. We want that herd to stay on the highway. We need it.
So you're putting the cars back in the same position. I'm sort of confused about the plan.
get back to the Hilltop on foot?
Yeah. Young lady, we're not giving up. Go.
Here.
She just dropped them down. Well, she said they weren't live anymore. They need something to trigger them, but still. Yeah, put them down carefully around me, please.
They're gonna cut them off. Should we just split up?
No. Cars. They run.
We lay on the horn when we started.
I'll blame mom, dad, and we go. Stay
Stay
together.
together. No problem about that. How do they know if the car has gas? Come on, get the window up. Yay. But why did they stop? They could keep going, right? Why did they stop? I don't. Why did they stop? And that's a pretty close call. They could have gotten bitten, right? So he's pushing one of them. Rick is dripping with sweat. And Michonne is like all up on him. I'll be like, ooh, ooh, towel, please. Rick is wet. Oops, sorry. This keeps moving. Yep, she's what he needs. We're the ones who live, guys. We're the ones who live. Uh-oh, they're here. Oh, they're looking for Daryl. Look at all those solar panels. Yep, Alexandria is the place for me. I like sustainability living. Sustainable living. We're here for Daryl. with their nasty boots in the house. Ugh. Look at them making a mess. So awful. Look at that. Terrible people. Oh, this is how they find out that their pantry is empty and they find out about Gabriel. Okay. Rick is fuming.
No one's seen him since.
That son of a bitch.
Rosita's like, that?
I don't believe it. That's not Gabriel. He wouldn't do that to us.
I thought you changed too, but it can't be anything else.
Yes, he can.
I wonder what Michelle was thinking.
I can't believe he would just take our stuff and go.
Oh, he was in Better Call Saul, Cam J? Oh. You know, I've never seen.
I know, he found his courage, you know? I want to believe he held on to it.
Why would he have taken us with him? Why would he leave it on the floor?
There weren't tracks up there before. We didn't find anything now. Maybe Daryl could have picked something up.
He left. He didn't leave a note. He obviously doesn't want to be found.
Yes, he does. How would he know we were out here? I don't know.
So that's it? You're finally leaving?
You got me. I'm just sick of being so damn happy at home. You know? Didn't know what to tell you. They need me. Gabriel needs me.
If I ask you something, will you tell me the truth?
Of course.
The others didn't go out there scavenging, did they? They're going after them again, and they're not telling us.
Rick has his reasons. Rick didn't get the shit beaten out of him. You think this is about Gabriel, but it's gonna be more. It's always more. So please don't go. Gabriel's one of us. I have to.
What's going on with the Saviors? That isn't this.
If Rick is taking on the Saviors, that is everything. What if they find out while you're gone? What if they come back?
Do you want to leave?
Just turn our backs. I want us alive. Both of us.
Yep. Saviors are awful. I didn't see the exit sign, Sherry. Rick, psst, Michonne. That's funny. Psst, hey, babe. That's a weird looking structure. And the production design, why did they come up with that? For what reason? Just, and for the camera to focus on that. Hello. Why does Rick have his gun up? There's no one there. Now you can put your gun up, Rick. Can you imagine the stench? Oh yeah, remember this ended with Rick smiling. This is funny. In love and memory of James Helterbide. Who was that? So that was Rockin' the Road, guys. They packed a lot into this episode. And seven. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. We're at 7-9. What happened? Rick and Michonne got together in 6-10. Oh, and then they met. Paul took them to the hillside, and they got into they got the deal to go after the Savior. They went to the outpost, and then Maggie and Carol got captured, and then they had their episode, and then there was, yeah, so a lot happened. I started getting confused. I was mixing up. I was putting this episode right after Rick and Michonne got together. And I was like, wait a second. I think I'm off by quite a few episodes. 6, 10, 7, 9. I'm like, what happened in between? Can you believe, guys? I forgot what happened in between. The Saviors, Glenn and Abraham. Can you imagine? So it's been a while. But yeah. So, because I was like, at the beginning of the episode, I was like, okay, Rick and Michonne got together. Didn't give it time to breathe and be a couple. But a lot happened. A lot happened since. I just forgot about it. But still, they didn't get that honeymoon period for it to be just them. So here they find another group. They're finding that the world is bigger. There are more people out there, which they knew there are more people, but there are more people formed in communities, like how they started to realize with Woodbury and, so on and so on. So it's just navigating, forming alliances, trying to get out from the oppression of the saviors, trying to form alliances to do that. So there was a lot on Rick and Michonne's plate right after getting together. They never had that chance to even talk. They talked amongst each other. Rick talked to Michonne about Lori and Shane, and sort of, opened himself up, was vulnerable to Michonne to share with her why he wasn't risking, why he would do anything to keep the ones he loved safe. And he would sacrifice his self dignity to do that. He would set aside his self-interest, he would set aside his ego, and he used the example with Lori and Shane, knowing that Judith was not his child biologically, but he set aside what the betrayal to care for her. He set that aside so that he could be there for her. So he was showing Michonne he would do anything to protect the ones he loved, and including submitting to a tyrant, flying in the face of who Rick Grimes is and submitting a tyrant just to keep her, Carl, and Judith safe. So yeah, we had that great insight into Rick, and saw Rick sharing that vulnerability with Michonne, which again proves and shows how much he loves her. So that he would bare his soul like that to her, because he never shared that with anyone, because that cuts to the deepest, it's one of the deepest wounds that Rick has ever experienced. But he shared it with Michonne because he wanted her to understand why he was doing this, because he knew she didn't believe in what he was doing, and he did not want to lose her. So he opened himself up to show her it was that he would sacrifice anything to keep anything for love. And and she respected that. She loved him for that, and she submitted. She not I don't want to use the word submitted. She set aside her feelings, her resentment, to meet him where he was at. And that's another sign of love. So Rick and Michonne are great examples of how to love. People think love is just emotions. Yeah, that's emotions are resultant, but the how you love someone is what you do for someone, what you do, what you would sacrifice, how you treat them. So Merck and Michonne are great, great examples. One of the best I've ever seen in fiction, in television, in movies, in literature. I've not seen a fictional love story where the lovers respect and love each other so well. You know, it's honest, it's pure, and it's actually true love. It's the best love story, and as Andy put it, it's just a mature um love. It's just a, you know, they're the loves of each other's lives, and it shows. It shows. It's show, not it's show and it's tell. You know, they exemplify love beautifully. I think that's why I love them so much. My favorite love story, as I told you guys before, was another was from a literature. You guys know what it is, but I used to think, no, not that their love was example, what's the word? Yeah, Sherry, you know, trying to find another, you know, the other couple that I love so much. I just love the story. I didn't I found he proved his love sacrificially, but I didn't find their love so exemplary. You know, I didn't find their love something to emulate in thinking, wow, that's a great way to love someone romantically, you know, whatever, you know, romantically, filially, you know, your friend wise, family wise, whatever. Love is love in terms of how you treat another person. That's what love is. So, but the other couple, as I said, I just love the story. It was just so, you know, uh to me funny, and just to see him be humbled and change. He literally sought to better himself, you know. But I didn't think, oh my gosh, this is what love is. When you know, I just liked the story, because when I was younger, my ideals of the type of guy I sort of loved, you know, that, you know, um stoic, powerful, all of that stupid thing. You in your 20s, you have no sense. So that was my idea. I was just like, not my idea of love, but I just, you know, like that romantic dynamic. But baby, and the story for Rosa, you don't know, it's Pride and Prejudice. I really love Elizabeth and Darcy. So that was my favorite for a very long time. But no, Rick and Michonne are heads and tails above it because of the way they love each other. And to me, it was they became a great love story in spite of the biases of some of the writers. So, you know, it was just meant to be. It was just meant to be, because even when you try to sabotage something good and it comes out above what people are trying to do, it's fate. It was meant to be. So, yeah. So yeah, they, even though we had that moment with Rick that gave us a little insight, it's still, we didn't get Rick and Michonne together alone without the group and without the just the responsibility to be a couple, to talk about them, to be about them. They were always about everything else. They were about others. They were about the situation. They were about the leadership, Alexandria, right? They were about the war. They were about Negan. We didn't get Rick and Michonne about Rick and Michonne. Yes, in the prison cell when Rick hit his limit, and then Michonne also hit her limit, but also came to the realization that um, that she cannot give up, not fight. She cannot give up. Wanted to get out from under the oppression of Negan, and even though she was trying for Rick, she realized she couldn't. But one of the things she came to realize, she was trying to do it on her own, and that's not the way to go about it. And she wanted to um, she didn't want to do it alone, and she wanted Rick to reach the point where he would understand they couldn't live that way, and she wanted to do it with them. So they came to a sort of realization at the same time, and they came back together, and there was that intimacy in them, opening up to each other and expressing wanting to to move forward in the situation together. And so we got that a nice little intimate talk, but again, it was about them, yet it wasn't about them. It was about them, yes, it was about them, but it was about their um how to deal with this, with the corporate situation of getting the Alexandria from out from under the oppression of Negan. So it was about them, yet there was other responsibilities attached to that. So we didn't get moments where it was about them, for them, and them talking about their hopes, desires, dream for themselves, for their family. I guess they're in the apocalypse and it's about survival. So it's hard to talk about looking at like a normal couple, everyday couple, like, what their hopes are for for each other, for the future, which, getting out from the oppression of Negan and surviving the apocalypse is their hopes for the future. So yeah, that was the beauty of the ones who live. We got to focus on them. They're in the apocalypse, but we got to focus on on their love for each other. We got them to be selfish for a little bit, selfish about each other, about their love. And they still were in the apocalypse, they were still fighting giants, but we got moments for we got to spend time with them as they as a couple, as of them thinking about each other. I just, you guys know what I'm talking about. But the reason is that The Ones Who Live was better written, and The Ones Who Live understood who carried the show. So they were trying to expand the world. They were trying to become Game of Thrones. I didn't watch Game of Thrones, have no interest in watching Game of Thrones. I know people say it's a great show, but it's just not for me. But at the time of the comics, game where this story was taking off, the expanding the world, Game of Thrones was taking off on television. So I think Kirkman was wanted to, instead of sticking to his characters, his world, his that their story, Rick Grimes' story, he kept looking at other shows and other stories and trying to let the Walking Dead play in their, be like them instead of, and that's where it lost its uniqueness, and show started to fall down also. So sorry about that, guys. I got a bit sloppy there. Yeah. um so yeah, if he kept his focus, and the writers kept their focus on who the show was about, maybe it wouldn't have fallen off track so much. But yeah, the ones who live was superiorly written, and it went, I think it could go neck to neck with the early seasons of The Walking Dead, because it was character driven. It was about the characters. In season 6, 7 onwards, it was no longer about the characters, and it was not organic. It wasn't even about the world. It just was, the writing was not organic. So that's why it fell off. But uh the ones who live was organic. It was about the characters. The focus was there. So that's why we got such wonderful insights, and it was such a luxury, and I enjoyed it so much. And yeah. Yeah, it, because they weren't we Sherry said, the writers let us down. We didn't get to see their union grow and deepen. Exactly, because they were not focused on the organic. They weren't focused on the characters. They were just focused on building the world and following, being like the Game of Thrones. Well, Game of Thrones built the world and was focused on their characters organically, just like the early seasons of The Walking Dead. Diane says the honeymoon episode is 712. I'm looking forward to that. That's one of my I really like that episode, but because we still, even that episode, we didn't get them being about them. You guys know what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. Where's Rosa to to edit my words, give me better words to express what I'm trying to say. Um, Sherry said, sorry, that was not even enough based on the weight of their story. No, because even thinking about that episode, I'm trying to think, did they even focus on them? When I say them, not them on screen, but did Rick and Michonne focus on their relationship? The ones who live, it was all about Rick and Michonne and who they were to each other. Yeah. Sherry said, "Ones Who Live was so well written. It spoiled me on other romance. I find myself comparing on. Yeah, it spoiled me too, Sherry. And Rick and Michonne has spoiled me for other pairings in movies and TV shows, because I'm just like, the games, the manipulations. I was like, are you kids? Are you teenagers? Why are you? Be honest with each other and stop playing games. That's not love. That's like, what can you do for me? If you don't do that, well, I can't do that, because it's just like, be like Rick and Michonne, really?" So yeah, they spoiled me, so even the romance that I wrote in my movie, my love story movie, and I told you guys it's a love story not just romantic, but familial love and whatever. It's about love. It's about relationships, about family. It's wonderful movie. I can't, my dream would be to produce it, but um, to produce and direct it. But the couple in my movie is great, but I don't even think they compare to Rick. No, nobody compares to Rick and Michonne, the type of love that they have. But you would enjoy this romance. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. But I can't I the casting, it was perfect what I had before. Now I don't know. I look at all the young actresses and actors out, that are well known today, and none of them fit the bill for this. It was Denai would have been perfect a few years ago, but none of them fit the bill. I don't know if I'll probably have to do, if I am fortunate enough to get to produce it one day, we'd have to do a worldwide casting call, because none of the known actors out today fit the bill for me. None. Both actor and actresses. None of them fit the bill. So, anyway, guys, this was another wonderful reaction. Thank you for coming and hanging with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Halle Bailey, Sherry, yeah, she doesn't fit the character. She doesn't fit the character. Think of the directness, the impishness, the yeah, she's soft and lovely. She would fit one of the characters, one of the leads in the film, but not the lead. And I wanted to go in a different direction too for the character that Hallie would play. Hallie would be, she would fit one of the characters, but I want to go in a different direction with that character. So even though her personality and her acting would suit it, the look that I want wouldn't suit it. Yeah, I want a dark beauty. Hallie is drop dead gorgeous, but she's a bit too light. I want a dark skin beauty for that role. So she fit the role personality wise, but not aesthetically for me. Um, yeah, so well, thank you guys so much for joining me in another reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed spending time with you. I enjoyed your takes. And oh, we didn't get to discuss, what movie would you guys like to watch tomorrow? We'll do a movie night. PJs, everyone get dressed in their PJs and get their drinks and popcorn. What movie do you guys want to watch? I have no idea. I just I have no streaming service left. I have Netflix, Right. I think Netflix is the only one. So if we could find something on Netflix, or if you guys said Tubi has some stuff. Do you we could do, I don't know. What do you guys? No suggestions? No one's everybody's gone, everyone's sleeping. No suggestions on what you guys would like to watch? Well, if not, I'm going to come on live and I'm going to scroll through Netflix and pick one, and then we'll go with that. Okay? Unless you guys come up with a suggestion by then, you can leave it in the comments. Okay, sure. All right, we'll just scroll through Netflix and we'll find one and choose that. Okay, guys, thanks so much. His and Her. Oh, what's that? I don't know what that is, but His and Her on Netflix. Okay. If the Cam J, Diane, Rosa, Sherry, no, well, Sherry's the one that suggested His and Hers. Who else was here? I can't, it's like Mary. Mary didn't say much. And Rashida wasn't here. Nora wasn't here. Where are you guys? We miss you. Yeah. Shane movie? That is a Shane movie. Shane movie. Oh, Tom Berthel. Okay. Okay. John Rosenthal. Rosenthal. I thought it was Bernthal. Okay. All right. Well, let's try that. Cam J, she said His and Her. She said it's Shane's movie. It's on Netflix. You want to watch that, Mary? Okay, let's try that. You haven't heard of it, Cam J? Well, let's try His and Hers tomorrow. We'll see what John Berthel has been up to. And it's on Netflix, so that's good. So PJ's tomorrow morning. It's a mini series. Sherry, I don't have the discipline to watch a mini series. Oh my gosh. You guys want to do that mini series? Oh my goodness. Six episodes. Oh my goodness. Sherry says sorry. Suppose we don't like it, Sherry, and then we started it and can't finish it. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be a movie, Sherry. It's movie night. We're supposed to watch a movie. We'll do His and Hers. But if we do the first one, we're going to be curious about the rest of it. Okay, Cam J said we could do another The Walking Dead episode until we decide on a movie. Okay. So I don't mind doing that series since it's just 6 episodes, but we'd have to continue it. And we just wanted a fun movie night because we don't want to be wondering what happened next. So, okay. So this is what we'll do. Tomorrow night we'll come on and we'll give ourselves like 5 minutes to scroll and look up a movie. It's on YouTube, Diane? The Bodyguard it is. The only reason I didn't suggest The Bodyguard is because I have it on DVD, but here in my office I haven't set up a TV and no DVD player. I was like, how would I do this? So if it's on YouTube, let's do it. Do you think if I do it, I'll get copyrighted? We just don't play the music. I mean, I just turn it down when she starts singing, which is the best part of The Bodyguard, the singing. So, The Bodyguard, what do you guys think? Cam J had suggested it before, and I agreed. I love The Bodyguard. So, let's do The Bodyguard tomorrow. Good, good. See, guys, the character, the kind of actress I'm looking for to play the lead of my movie, the romantic story, would have been Whitney Houston. Deny Whitney Houston. Those two ladies that, as I said, that impishness, that directness, that frankness, that star quality. Whitney Houston would have been my choice back then. I would have loved her. She would have been a perfect lead. And then Deny, a few years ago, would have been a perfect lead. Okay, so The Bodyguard. Everyone is Diane, Sherry, Cam J says The Bodyguard. Mary, are you okay with that? We'll do The Bodyguard, and then we can do the His and Her series. When we do a short series. If instead of one of our movie nights, we start the series and we finish it and we go back to another movie. All right. All right. So, okay. So we'll do The Bodyguard tomorrow. And then next week, Friday, we'll do The Walking Dead. And then we could do His and Hers. We can do John Bernthal's movie, miniseries. So, and then we'll continue it until we finish it, not alternatively with The Walking Dead, but on a second night, if you guys are available for that. Right? Loving it. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And have a great rest of your week. And Cam J, you were saying something about taxes, the code. What? Help a sister out, because I can't figure this thing out. But guys, have a great rest of your week. And thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. And I'll see you tomorrow night for The Bodyguard. Yay. And I will always love you. Oh, sweet dreams, everyone. Bye. How do I get out of this thing? I'm so technically challenged, guys. I don't even know how to end this on, what do you call it? Chrome. There we go.